but if you saw my last video, you would know that I was doing a, basically I was doing this, Star Wars oversimplified, but it's very, very bad, and I mess everything up. So we're gonna do a little part 2 of that. Now, if I'm doing it in chronological order, I finished the first and the second one, which means that I have to finish the third one, which means I have to go over the third one, and then Solo would take place in the middle of 1 and 2, I'm pretty sure. But I didn't watch that movie, so I can't do a review of that or whatever. So I'm just gonna do number 3 and then Rogue One, basically. Well, yeah, okay, I do have my tech back on, but I'm just gonna play Lucky Blocks. Alright, episode 3. I forget most of episode 3, actually. I forget almost all of it. Almost all of just episode 3 is just gone out of my brain. So, I'm just gonna try to explain episode 3 the best I can. Okay, I completely forget episode 3, but I know that... Okay, we're just gonna skip episode 3, you know. We're gonna, I just got the best word in the entire game. But we're gonna pretend like episode 3 just never even existed, you know. Right? Episode 3 was just a distant memory, you know. Never even existed, right? So, since episode 3 never existed, we're gonna do Rogue One because the only thing that actually happens is that, I know that Palpatine calls Anakin Darth Vader. That's his, thing name. That's his whatchamacallit name. His Sith Lord name. And then, Obi-Wan and Anakin, they have a duel, and Anakin almost dies, and he's turned into Darth Vader by some Palpatine guy. And then Luke Skywalker's born because, the queen girl or whatever had a baby. So, and that baby was, can you guess who it is? Yeah, it's Luke Skywalker and Leia. So we're going to skip to Rogue One. Alright, beginning of Rogue One. So, there's these people on a farm, you know, just farming, like farmers do, because they're farmers, and that's what farmers do, right? So, these people, as farmers, are just farming, right? And while they're farming, right, some people from this place, this federation, you know, the First Order, actually, no, it's not even the First Order, but a couple of people, they come over and then they're like, hey, we want you back here, back now, go, come on, now, you're ours. And they're like, no, you're not. And then they tell the little girl, hey, run, that man just died right in front of me. I can see why. So then they tell the little girl, hey, you gotta go run away, you gotta go run away. So, run away she does, right? And then as she's waddling down, she goes to check on her parents, and this guy shoots, and so the little girl's mom, right, tries to just shoot one of the people from the thing, the Empire. So she shoots him, and shoots him. Stuff happens, right? So one of the stormtroopers shoots the little girl's mom back, as you do when you're being shot at. And the little girl sees this, and she's like, all right, I'm gonna run away. And then a bunch of stuff happens. I have literally no idea what happens in the middle. Some guy finds her. It's a good guy. Oh, wait, it's 15 years later, and she's in prison now. Why is she in prison? Doesn't matter. We're just not going to explain. We're just not going to tell you why she's here. We're just not going to tell you why she's anywhere, ever again. So, they don't tell us why she's in there. So now we just have to assume that she's there because she broke something or did something bad. But we'll never know if she did something bad, I guess. I don't know. She probably did. But, oh crap, oh no. But nobody knows if she did anything bad. I mean, she probably didn't. She probably just got kidnapped by the First Order, as you do. I just teleported, I don't know why. But, everybody just gets kidnapped by the First Order sometimes, right? It's getting kidnapped by the First Order is, mandatory at this point in the Star Wars universe. If you're a kind of a side character, you're gonna get kidnapped by the First Order. There's no in-betweens. It's gonna happen. So then she's, forced to work as a stormtrooper, but she doesn't want to work as a stormtrooper. So eventually, basically, the little girl she's in this prison bus, kinda. And then a bunch of rebels break her up, and she's like, hey, I don't like you guys. I'm gonna shoot you anyways, because she just hates everybody. She doesn't even... Because, you know, the little girl, now she's 17, and she hates everybody, as you do. So now that she hates everybody, she doesn't like the rebels or the Empire. But eventually, she's taken to a rebel base because, like, hey, now you're not a slave for them, you're a slave for us. Woohoo! Minor improvement, I know. So now she works for them, and she's like, all right, what do I do? And he's like, well, number one, don't die. And he's like, okay. So she gets onto a ship with this other dude. And in the meantime, we're looking at 2 stories in every single Star Wars universe. There's always just 2 stories happening at the same time, in which it makes no sense. So this story of where this guy who used to work for the Empire, he got some information from some other guy. He's like he was a former pilot for the Empire, right? So he gives us some information about this Death Star place, right? And eventually, well, he says that they have the plans for it on this place, and the little girl just wants to see her dad again, you know, as you do. So everybody else is on like a quest to just not die, but she's on a quest to find her dad, as you do. So, you know, she's walking around trying to find her dad, you know, all that jazz. So eventually, you know, things happen and stuff, and they start to take flight, and there's this funny droid man. I don't know his name, but he's a funny droid man, and he's my favorite character. So they're just flying around, and they go to this planet, right, with these people, where they meet this guy, I think, where they get kidnapped, arrested, something maybe? Kidnapped / arrested / like something. I don't really know what happened. He was kidnapped, arrested. You know, they were all kidnapped and arrested. Oh no! They went to this place where a bunch of people were, where the Empire was, and they were trying to shut down the whole Empire business there. And they came across this guy. He's like a fortune teller man, except he actually knows the future, and and also he has this he knows the Force, you know, and he goes, I'm one with the Force, the Force with me. Things that he just says it copiously fast. Like, I don't even know how, but he just says it like as fast as possible, like as fast as he possibly can. And eventually, you know, all the people, the Empire and everybody, they start blowing things up and start fighting and everything. Everybody just starts blowing things up, and then Force guy comes in and just punches everybody with a stick, and they win, as you do. So now everybody's just been punched with a stick, you know. So now all the Empire's dead. So I'm not sure what happens, to be honest. I think that they, like, escape or something. Oh, freaking. They, like, might escape, possibly, or something. I mean, you know, if they do escape, that'd be cool. But I don't think that they escape. Either they escape or they do escape. There's, like, no in-between at Star Wars, you know. I don't think they escape. They might. As you know, this is oversimplified. But instead of it being oversimplified, it's oversimplified. Actually, no. It's the opposite of oversimplified. It's like un-oversimplified. Simplified. Not over. Yeah. So either they... I don't actually know what happens. Something happens, though. What did this guy do? Dang, really just bored himself up in here. But, like, I think that they get kidnapped and they're taken to this place with everybody, right? And they run into this guy, right? And they've been looking... I'm pretty sure that they've just been looking for stuff, right? They've been looking for, these plans to build big space station thing that's being built. AKA the Death Star, right? So they're, you know, walking around looking for that. Oh, that's really good. But they're, you know, walking around looking for stuff. And, you know, they and then they, the planet that they're on, basically, they break out of they break out of the prison that they were on currently. And then the little girl finds her caretaker, the guy that took her, but he was good, but eventually somehow, I don't freaking know. Anyways, I'm just gonna start mining away because I'm bored. But actually, I don't even want that. That's kind of bad. But he says, this is what happened to your father. He is still alive. Blah, blah, blah. So she's like, all right, PogChamp, he's still alive, not dead. Dead is bad. Alive is good. So, you know, we learn that he's alive and stuff. So while they plan on traveling to this place, right? Getting to the Death Star. But, like, kind of while they're there or something, they get, like, wait, let me think. The planet that they're on gets blown up, right? And then the guy's like, there's a ship outside, escape. I'm gonna sit here and die for some reason. So basically, they all plan, you know. So basically, the Death Star gets into action, you know, fizzle and blowing things up. So it just starts blowing up the planet that they're on. I'm not sure what planet it is, but they start blowing it up. And while they're blowing it up, everybody has to escape. So, you know, like they start escaping, and the little girl's like, "Why don't you come with us?" And he's like, "I just don't feel like it, you know. Maybe another day." Except there wasn't another day because he was blown up by the huge laser Death Star thing. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Anyways, yeah, he was blown up by the huge Death Star laser bomb thing, right? So after that, they travel to they travel back and say, "Hey, we know where the big operation base is that holds the stuff, that holds all the information to actually no wait. No, frick. Okay. I keep forgetting things, but they go to this other planet, right, with everybody to scout out this place and see what's happening, right? And eventually, like we learned that later, but so they go to this planet, right, that has like Empire stuff on it. And with this Empire stuff, there's a bunch of people, and apparently they recognize that somebody hid something in the Death Star stuff. They're like, "Oh no, who did this? I wonder who did this." I don't know why I just pressed tab, but yeah, I wonder who did this. So then he's like, "I'm gonna kill everybody if you don't tell me who did this." So eventually, you know, there's like, "I'm gonna just kill everybody if you don't say who it is," basically, you know. So nobody says who it is, basically. But eventually, you know, somebody says, "Hey, it's me." But that guy was actually the little girl's dad. Ooh, look at these walls. But that was actually the little girl's dad, right? That said that he was the thing. So basically what happened was he said, "Okay, well, I'm not going to harm any of your friends." And then he freaking shoots all of them. Just bonk. Just everybody's dead except the father. Which he just knees in the face. Rest in peace. So after he's murdered everybody, you know, he gets to work and stuff, doing things, getting onto a ship, and then all the rebels, they come in and just start blowing things up because they're like, "Ha ha ha ha, funny, because they go, "Ha, funny, blow things up, ha ha." So while they're blowing things up, you know, a bunch of TIE fighters come in, and the guy escapes, I think, and he goes to tell Darth Vader, yeah, him, like, "Ooga booga, ooh, ooga booga, ooh. There's a lot of people at our base." And he's like, "You might want to go check that out." And he's like, "No, the other guy, Commander Man's in charge, you know. Him, yes, he's in charge, not to you, blah, 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 blah." So now that he's in charge, apparently, he takes a little, okay, I'm just gonna miss everything. But, basically what happens is they go and they, like, go onto this other planet with a bunch of more rebel things, right? And this is where the big box is that holds all the, like, the Empire government things, like all the secret stuff that nobody's allowed to know about. And they say, "All right, we gotta find the plans to the Death Star, because my dad, in his final words before he died, said, 'I'll put some in Death Star. You gotta find it though. You gotta find it, or the entire Empire gonna die.'" So now that it's like all on what the no. Hi, I'm leaving. I didn't do anything. I'm sorry. But basically, what happened is, you know, the guy comes in and everybody starts giving this huge battle, and then the robot and everybody else, they go into the big circle and they try to get all the plans, you know, and everybody dies, you know, lots of people dies. The Jedi man, the one with the force with me, backpack man, middle-aged Mexican man, they all just get blown up, and so do these other two people that are like love interests, but we don't know that they're I mean, we knew that they were love interests from like the start of it, but we don't learn that their love interests were like, well, we don't. Yeah, they kiss, and then they were all blown into smithereens. So that's Rogue One, but it doesn't make any sense. I'll probably do a part 3. Actually, no, I think I could possibly have time, you know, for a part. Wait, yeah, I think I can do a Actually, no. I'm gonna end the video here now that I think about it. Anyways, pretty fun. If you guys want to see part 3 to this, I'll do A New Hope and maybe the one on half. Yeah, what is it? The Empire Strikes Back. Anyways, see you next time. Bye.